I feel like I'm Lucy.
My husband calls me Lucy. That's my nickname. He's called me Lucy since we first met.
Okay, we are officially recording. So yay, Janelle. Okay. All right, Janelle, you're right side up.
Okay.
That's awesome. Hey, before I get started, I want to make sure that you guys saw that. Okay, so we're in quarter one of our star, right? So quarter started on June 16th. Okay. So, and we had our 90s party last night, which was, I thought it was really fun. I enjoyed it. But what we're going to do for this quarter, this one that's just starting, is we're going to have a paint party virtually because everybody's all over the place. And if you guys live local, we can all get together local, and we're going to include anybody who's not local. But it become a star, and I'm going to send you a paint kit. And then we will get, and you can drink wine, and we can paint while we're all together, like in person and virtual. Does that sound like fun?
What are we going to paint?
It's a paint kit. So in fact, I put a picture of it. Here, wait, I'll show it to you. And then I'll get focused.
If we don't know how, if we don't, I mean, this is going to be like finger painting.
It's paint by numbers.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's paint by numbers, but here, I'll show you.
Was quite dry. It was 7 days in 3 kilometers because the race started. All the way to the race, we finished last night. I mean, it's amazing. Most of the cars are classic cars, and it's 1977.
That's the picture right there. It's right here. It's a picture in Italy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So you've got to be a star. Donna, tell them about when we did the paint party.
It was fun.
We drank wine.
We went. Oh yeah, we went on Blackstone somewhere, isn't that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And we had some wine, and we painted, and we had a blast. It was fun. I still have it somewhere.
I do too.
I do.
So you drink wine while you're painting, so your painting looks really good then, huh?
Yes. It's wonderful, but seriously, you've got to do it. It's going to be super fun. Okay, so tonight for boot camp, we're going to talk about, if you guys don't have a pen and paper, I want to encourage you to have a pen and paper. Even though this is some basic stuff, I think it's been a really long time since we've really dived into this topic. And I know Janice True did some training on it, but I want to go deeper than what she did. Okay. So at the end of this, I'll send you Janice's recordings. Okay. So that you have that also. But here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the opening and the closing of the skincare class. Okay. Donna, your face went away.
I know.
Yay. That's a good one. I like that.
Yes. So I get asked all the time, what do I do different from my in-person versus my virtual skincare class? Okay. And I got to tell you, for real, I don't do anything different. If they're in person, they can try a few more products, I guess, because they don't have to rely on my sending them samples. But what I do with them is the same. Okay. So the biggest thing, okay, biggest thing that I can say, and I don't know if you care, but it's only the top of your head showing.
Oh, I can't tell. My name's in the way. So my name
there you go. Yeah.
All I can see is my name.
No, it's all good. So the biggest thing, the most important thing in having a successful appointment, if it's a facial or skincare class, what do you guys think it is? Debbie, you're muted.
The closing.
Get her food, closing. What are we going to say, Debbie?
Say it one more time.
What do you think the most? Yeah, it's okay. What do you think the most important part of having a successful appointment, whether it be a facial or a skincare class, what do you think that is the most important thing?
Well, both the opening and the closing, but the closing, yes, you need to know how to close it for sure.
Okay. So I might not have been specific enough. I'm just going to tell you what I'm looking for. It's the connection.
Oh,
It's the connection between you and her. And it's you and the hostess. And if you've got other people coming also, it's you connecting with each person. So I really think that
Okay.
in the virtual world, we've kind of gotten away from that a bit. So if you're doing your own appointment, okay, you get to have control of the connection. So for example, you know how we start our meetings every week, typically? You know, we start with, hey, welcome, welcome, and we go around the table and we introduce ourselves, right?
Mhm.
That's what I do in an in-person appointment, and that's what I do in a virtual appointment. Okay, when I'm the one doing it for my own self. Okay. Okay, so the whole process, guys, is a psychology lesson. Okay. Now, we're not psychologists, and I don't want to freak you out. But I want to put them at ease. Okay. So whether it's if it's in person and she's coming to you or you're going to her, what's the first thing you want to do? You open the door. What do you want to do?
welcome her.
Welcome her, or you're going to her house. What are you going to do?
Still thank her for asking you to come into her home.
Absolutely. And find something in either direction to give her a genuine compliment. Okay. Genuine compliment. Like I did a quick appointment at one of my customers' houses last week. And I'd never been inside her house. So when I walked in, the first thing I did without even realizing it, and then this like triggered something in my brain that I've been doing this for so long, I don't even have to think. I looked around and I gave her genuine compliments of what her house looked like. There were some really cute things. And I noticed that she had turtles, like pretend turtles everywhere. So I asked her about it. She doesn't have a baby turtle out back. So we went and visited the baby turtle. I haven't seen like a real turtle other than the zoo since I was a kid. Anyway, the point is I connected with her. Okay. Does that make sense? If she's coming to my house, then what kind of genuine compliments can you give her if she's coming to your house? Because you're not inside her house. Come on, like just think about it.
Her looks, her hair, her
Yes.
shirt, her yeah.
Exactly. A genuine compliment. Okay. And maybe those areas might be a little maybe it would be stretching it to say, oh my gosh, you're just so beautiful. Okay. So maybe you say, but I'm just being real, Deb.
I know.
Because I want to give her a genuine compliment. Oh my gosh, you are right on time. I'm so impressed. Do you know how many people don't come on time? I appreciate you for being on time. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that the other day because I didn't know what else to say. And
That's a good
this is being
one.
recorded.
You know what? That is a good one, though. That's a good one. Being on time. Yes.
Yeah. And it was a genuine compliment. Okay, so I want to connect with her. When I'm on Zoom, I can still do some of that stuff, so I'm going to go around the table, and I'm going to ask her to share a little bit about her. I tell everybody they've got 1 minute to just tell me who they are, and I tell them, don't worry, I'll tell you who I am too. So it breaks the ice and it makes everybody feel a little bit, for the most part, more comfortable. Okay. But what's the secondary reason that I want to get to know what she chooses to tell me?
I'm not.
So you can remember something about her. It's always she has kids and you have kids, so you can kind of feel kind of mirror them to like, oh, I have that too. So you're like me.
Perfect. Perfect. And you know what? Let's say she doesn't have kids and she's, you know, 30 years older than me and she's retired and, you know, I don't, those aren't my qualities, right? So I still can find something to connect with her on by, you know, oh my gosh, you know, you're retired. How exciting. I can't wait for the day where I get to choose everything in my life and be retired. Like find
Yes.
something to connect with her. Make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
Now that connection actually starts when you make the first text message or the first phone call to book her. Okay. You are sending out into the world who you are. Okay. Because after we're done, like booking our sister and our grandmother and our best friend and our mom, and we typically are booking people we don't know, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So those people are like, they get a text from Janelle and they're like, I don't know who Janelle is. So I want to make my text be friendly and inviting, and I really want to encourage you to put a picture of yourself. Okay, include a picture of yourself so they know, hey, I'm fun. Okay, this is who I am. Hello. Okay, you know what I mean? Do something. Send a photo of yourself or a professional picture of yourself, whatever, so that they see you, so you're not a spam. Okay. um I'm doing more of because you guys all know I primarily text, right? That's okay. So when they respond to me, I really like voice text. Okay. I really like voice text a lot. When you send a voice text to somebody, if you haven't done it, you should try it. Okay. When you send a voice
It
text
sounds more real.
oh yeah, it
To
totally
me,
sounds
it sounds more real because you're actually talking.
yes, yes. And you can see that they saw it because it
Mhm.
will disappear or it will say keep.
Oh, really?
Regardless of if they have red delivery receipts on their text messages, it will disappear. Okay. So you will know she got my message. So if she
Oh,
didn't respond to you,
wait a minute. Hold on, let me see. So
Voice
if you
text.
send a voice message, when they read it, it disappears off your phone? Oh, I had no idea.
unless they press, there's a little keep button that will pop up that gives them the option to keep it.
Oh,
So if they
okay.
kept it, you will see that they kept it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that an iPhone thing or any texting?
It is an iPhone thing, but I'm pretty darn sure you can do it with Android also. I can't imagine that Android doesn't have it.
I never,
So,
I never knew there was such a thing. So
I didn't
as
know
voice
how to,
text.
yeah, I didn't know how to do it until I had to Google it, to be honest with you, Janella, because I didn't know how to do it either. So you might want to make a note
Okay.
to Google that. Um, So your connection starts when you're booking her, and after you've booked her, like everything that you're doing is a mirror of who you be. You're showing her who you are. So if you say, I'll call you tomorrow at 1 and you call it 2, well, what'd you tell her? I'm not
Mhm.
on time. I don't do what I say I'm going to do, right? So everything you do is showing her who you are. Um, so be friendly, be outgoing, be you in those shoes. Okay. Um, and connect as much as you possibly can. So Donna, would you mind, like, you hit the nail on the head with why do I want to have her talk to see something about her? Um, you want to expand on that at all? Is there anything more that you'd like to say about that?
No, I just think that, well, anybody, I mean, if you're talking to a waitress, right? And she's, you know, a lot of times they'll say, hey, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Like, you know, if you go to a restaurant and then you say, oh, yeah, we've been on vacation. And then she'll say, oh, where did you go? And you'll be like, oh, we went to Yellowstone. Oh, my God, I've never been to Yellowstone. I would love to go to Yellowstone. Oh, I'm so excited for you. How was it? You know what I mean? So all of a sudden you're interested in them and something they did or something about them, and it becomes more personal. And if you find out more about them, then like if they have 3 kids or 2 boys and 1 girl, or they're, like you said, retired or whatever, you always have something to fall back on to say, oh, that's right, you were going on that vacation. How was it? Before you even ask for an order or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's like a friend, like you guys, you know how it is. I mean, I have customers that have become friends, you know, and I spend an hour with somebody or more, sometimes 2 hours, because we have to chit chat about everything.
Yeah. Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
Along with what she just said, the other thing about now this, Mike, if I say anything that's past where you're at or what you're interested in, just close your ears for a second, okay? But if I were to say, so Debbie, tell me something about yourself. Respond to the question. Like pretend, yeah, that's okay. Debbie, tell me something about yourself.
I am retired, married, have 10 grandchildren, 2 sons, and a
10
daughter.
grandchildren, how's that possible?
Yes, I have 10. And I have 2 great granddaughters.
Wow. You said you're retired. How long have you been retired?
2 years.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, is it 2 or 3? It's well, it'll be 3 at the end of the year.
And what did you used to do?
I used to be an accounts receivable.
Beautiful. And then I'll ask her, so how do you know our host is? Okay. And then she'll explain that. So is Debbie a D, primarily a D, an I, an S, or a C? Do we know? Just from what she shared.
I don't remember.
That's okay. And why are you saying C?
Because she's family oriented and she did bookkeeping.
The C is the bookkeeping, the S is the family. So she's a C,
yes,
she's a
yes.
CS. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If she was like typically what like a real C will do, if I said, Debbie, tell me something about yourself, and she says, well, what do you want to know? Okay, then you know that's a C. Okay, so why is this even important? And you know, again, if this is past where you're at with your business right now, don't worry about it. Just like close your ears for a minute. But if you know you're a high I, or you know that you're an I. What's an I? Tell me what's an I? Anybody know?
Isn't an I like, oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She's the party. Yes, she's the party. So if you had the party person talking to, as the consultant, talking to the C or the S, okay, and the party person doesn't take note that that's a CS, and the CS is going to shut off.
Oh, yep.
She will shut off. She's not going to buy anything. She doesn't connect to you. She might be in the same place as you in the world, like retired with 10 grandchildren and the whole bit. You might be exactly the same. But if you're all, then she's all, I'm a C. What are you doing over there? I don't even understand. Or if they come out, if they're like, a D is going to tell you what they do for a living. Okay, that's the first thing. I might have 10 grandchildren, but if what I say is, I'm a nurse, okay, I'm a nurse and I work 70 hours a week, and I've been at the hospital for 87 years, and and oh yeah, and I have a couple kids and like a few grandchildren. That person again doesn't want to hear all the blah 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 blah, show me the jewelry and all. She wants to hear more about the business. Okay, she wants to know, what about the product? Tell me what the product's going to do for me. Okay. So Donna used the word mirror, and that's why you kind of want to get these people talking before you talk. Okay. Before you do a lot of talking, you want to hear who's my audience. Okay. And it goes the opposite way too. So if you know you're a SC, which most of the world is, and you've got somebody there that maybe you're thinking, oh, I'd like to have her on my team. She's really bubbly. I'd love to have her on my team. She seems like she's fun. Then sometimes we have to step into a different role and bring up the I, bring up the enthusiasm, if you will. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
When I first got started, this all freaked me out. So there was a director, her name was Tiffany Lynch, and she was the it girl, let me tell you. Okay, in Fresno at the time when I first got started. And so when I decided, okay, I'm going to do this thing for real, I just decided I'm going to pretend I'm Tiffany Lynch. Okay, I'm going to pretend I'm her, and I'm not going to be afraid because Tiffany Lynch is not afraid, right? Okay, this was the conversation in my mind. And I'm telling you, if you allow it to work, it works. Okay. So because I had no I, like my I was non-existent. It was all D. Okay. But I pretended to be Tiffany Lynch. So I don't know if that helps you at all. Does that help you at all? A little bit, maybe? So a D is the driver. She wants to know about the business. She wants to know what the product's going to do for her. The I is the enthusiastic party person, who is not detail oriented. Okay. The S is the family person. And, she also wants to know what the product's going to do for her. And when you're talking to her about the business, it's important that you explain to her how this is going to enhance her family and not take away from her family. And then the C is very detail oriented. And she does not want to hear you say things like, oh my gosh, 1,000,000 times I've done this. No, you haven't. You haven't done anything 1,000,000 times in your Mary Kay business. Okay. So she wants to hear the specific facts. Don't talk to her about outrageous things. You give her facts, maybe something in writing, or show her something on the internet. Okay. From In Touch. Make sense? Kind of? Okay. All right. So connection. Go ahead. Nobody said anything? All right, so connection, super important. You know what? If they like you, they're gonna stay your customer. They're gonna be your customer. They're gonna buy. Now, you know what? Maybe the only thing they buy today is the hydrogel eye patches, and you didn't even show them to them. Okay, because they already saw them in a book or whatever. Just because she doesn't buy a roll-up bag today doesn't mean she's not going to remain your customer. Okay, but if she likes you, she's going to stick. Okay. Okay. So when I'm opening a class, I want to tell her what I want. Okay. Now you heard Janice True talk about intentional versus casual. Did any of you hear that training from her?
Yeah.
Yes.
I might have.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what a casual, and I don't have this written down, I'm just going to kind of fly by the seat of my pants. A casual person might say, like when you're doing your I story, okay, I've had my business for several years and it's really fun. Let me know at the end of this if you're interested in hearing more about it. Let me know at the end if you want to make a purchase. That's a casual, you check the box, right? You kind of sort of did it. I've been doing this for a long time. I make some pretty good side income. It's really fun. Let me know if you want to hear more about it. Casual. Intentional is more like, you guys have all shared a little bit about yourselves. Now I'm going to share a minute about who I am, why I love my Mary Kay. I'm going to tell you some of the great things that I've gotten from it. Not only extra money, but friends and fun, family, more girlfriends than I ever could have imagined. And the training is exceptional. It's been really great for me. It's been really great for my family. My daughters are different people. I know they are than they would have been without my Mary Kay business. So at the end of the day, I'm going to give you an opportunity to hear how we make money. Okay, so pay attention to what I do. There's no pressure here, but I want you to see maybe this is something, maybe you're here because this is something for you. Do you see the difference between intentional and casual?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay. When you take yourself that seriously, you are sending a message to the group. I'm here for a purpose. I'm not, goofing around with this. Y'all have inventory, all three of you on here, y'all have inventory. So I know you're serious. So you want them to know that you're serious. Okay. It's also a good idea to put your goal out there. I'm looking for women to be my customer. And if you decide to be my customer today, then I want you to be my customer for the rest of your life or my life. Okay. My goal here is to take care of you, everything beauty. But maybe you're going to be a talent scout for me, and you're going to refer me to people who, that could use somebody, a beauty assistant. Okay. And the other kind of person I'm looking for is the kind of person who wants to maybe make a little bit of side income or maybe change their life, their financial life. So I'm looking for all of those people. Okay.
Mhm. Very good.
And honestly, I think if we stopped right there, that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
because they're really getting all of it.
Mhm.
They're hearing you. They're hearing you.
Oh, okay, hold on. So
Yeah.
you're looking for three people then. You're looking for a customer and you're looking for somebody that might be able to give you referrals.
Mhm.
Is that what the second one was?
Talent scout. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then the second one is maybe a possible um
Third one is a team member.
team member.
Yeah. Sometimes I even go as far as to say, ideally when you're out shopping in the store, because I know everything that I sell here, you can buy pretty much anywhere. I want you to see there's like a force field around the aisle, that the beauty aisle, there's a force field because you've got Mimi. So you don't need to go down that aisle ever. Okay. If you need a mascara and you're in the grocery store, don't go down the aisle. Send me a text message. It'll be there before you even get home. Okay. Makes sense. I'm planting seeds. I'm letting them know I am here. I'm here for real. This is what I do. Don't just buy cleanser, but buy your mascara, buy your eyeliner. Okay. Makes sense. Donnie, look, you have a question.
No, I just don't know why people, other than there are some women out there that want the newest and if they see an ad, they got to have it kind of a thing. And there are women like me that when they find something, they stick with it. I like it. I like the customer service. I like what I get, and I'm going to keep doing it. You know what I mean? There's those type of people. Then there's the type of people you're thinking, well, what happened to them? Like, how come they never stick with anything. They're just oh, Alta's got this, or I saw this on the internet or whatever. And they go from one to the other, and then they wonder why nothing is working for them.
Yes. Yes. And you
Because
know what?
there's people that are always chasing the prize. There's people that are like that. They're never satisfied with what they have, so they're always chasing for something more.
Yeah, it's the newest and the greatest thing where I'm more, I stick with this. If it works, I'm going to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, Donna? You make a good point. So in your presentation, in your correspondence with your customers, I think it's good to tell them, that I'm here because I want to service you forever. I want to make sure that your skin always looks as good as it does right now. That's my job. My job is how, Mary Kay would say, your age is your business, but how old you look is my business. Okay. And when we're constantly telling our customers those things, girl, I was going through my customers Sunday, I don't know, whatever day. And I came across a couple, I'm like, what happened to them? And I sent voice memos and I mixed it up. I did different things. I'm like, where'd they go? I know I do decent service, right? But keep contacting them, because if Janelle's my customer and she bought 2 miracle sets from me and then she ghosts me for a while and I keep sending her messages, every 3 months I'm sending her a message, I'm reaching out to her, I'm saying hi, I'm putting emojis, I'm sending a picture, I'm sending her an email. Eventually Janelle just might come back because I was consistent and persistent, and she might not, but she just might, not to pick on you, Janelle. People do come back, and it is okay. I was having a conversation with another director. Actually, she's up in Washington. Um, you know, gosh, I have all these customers that I go through my files and I'm like, oh, what happened to her? And she's like, just be real. Pick up the phone and call her and say, I miss you. I see your name in my files. And I'm like, what happened? Did I do something? Do you not like the product? Did you find something you like better? Did you just forget? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I'm here. And I miss you. That stuff. Imagine if you got that phone call.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got that phone call.
Yeah.
Well, one thing is no one ever answers the phone, so you don't have to worry about talking to that person.
Why is that? Well, how come that is anymore? Is that just crazy or what?
Because you can get COVID through the phone. I don't know.
So everybody has that problem then, huh? Where nobody
yes.
answers the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I always have messages that I'm like, I need to return that call. I need to return that call. And I keep, like, I'm supposed to make a doctor appointment, and that it keeps going from Friday to Monday. Now it's been put on Tuesday. I'm like, I mean, try not to take it personally. It's not a personal thing. It's not, oh God, I don't like Donna. Oh, there's Donna again. They're not thinking that. They're just living life and going around and doing their thing. And they're not realizing the impact that it has. I really think that's a lot of it. I send an email to my customers every month, where I will put a picture in there and I'll say what's going on, kind of like those annoying pictures, but I don't go on and on. I'll do like a paragraph of what's going on with my family with a picture to my customers when I send them the 50/50 deal.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It again makes you relatable. Does it mean that they spend billions of dollars with me? No. But I think that, like, what's her name? She only buys Panorama mascara from me, but she buys Panorama mascara from me every couple of months. That's the only product she uses. Okay.
Yeah. I have one that uses eye makeup remover. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lady whose house I went to, she's been buying eye makeup remover for, more than a decade. She thinks she's paid $10 for it. I'm like, okay.
I have a customer that buys the lifting serum, and she travels all over the world. And when she's in town, she'll buy 2 or 3 at a time.
Well, that's wonderful.
That's nice.
Always buys. She's been buying it since we came out with it. The lifting serum. And I won't see her because they're in Chile, or they're, bicycling in the Bahamas, or wherever. They're always traveling. But when she comes back in town, she'll, I always have a couple on hand because I know she's going to need 2 or 3 of them.
No, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, because it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, not if you use it right. Yeah.
That's gotta go through that process.
Okay, so let's talk. Hello, Regina. We love you. So, something else that is important, I think, when I'm talking, after I get to know them, I will also ask my customers that are either in person or virtual, tell me how you take care of your skin. I don't
Yeah.
really need to know the brands that they're using, but what I want to hear is, are they using soap and water? Do they take care of their skin? Are they mixing and matching brands? Are they loyal to a product? Okay. And there's usually, if there's this many people on, for example, there's going to be some of everything. Okay. I was the girl who washed her face with water. Most people are mishmashing things around and wash their face once a day. And you'll have one person that uses the top of the top of the top of the most expensive stuff that there is out there, and they use every little piece of it. Okay. Right. And so for that person, I will say, oh my gosh, Regina, I'm so excited that you are here because I have never met somebody who uses the Shishi Lala brand that you use. Okay. I am super excited to hear what you think about this product compared to what you've been using. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Okay. I just elevated her and made her feel what?
Important.
Special.
Important, special, right? So she's not going to go away. She's going to stick around. She's going to pay attention because I can't wait to hear what she has to say. All right. The ones who are washing their face with water, I'm like, oh, you and I are the same. Okay. I didn't wash my face till I was 33 years old. So if I can, you can, right? But the people, like Janice talks in one of her videos about not breaking up a set. I do not ever say I won't break up a set. But here's what I do. I will tell her, if you use Mary Kay cleanser and Brand X moisturizer, your face is not going to fall off because, Donna, that's what you've been doing for the last 20 years, you said. And I'm so glad you still have a face. Okay. And usually somebody will laugh. Okay. You're using two different brands that your face won't fall off. You guys follow me?
Mhm.
But here's the deal. Okay. Then I will say, I will usually tell my age, and somebody will be like, you are not that age. Yeah, I am 57. Okay. And I've been using Mary Kay for 21 and a half years. And my skin is pretty much the same as it was when I was 35. Okay. Because I'm taking Mary Kay cleanser and Mary Kay moisturizer and putting it together. They are chemically made to go together. So the reason, another way that you help to retain customers, not always, is to tell them, here today, you're gonna get to try all this stuff, right? And then I'm the consultant. I'm gonna help you pick what's best for you. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna help you pick what's best for you, because does she need everything to start out with? I mean, it's nice when she does, but no, she doesn't.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Janelle, you look like you have a question.
Oh, no, I'm thinking it's impossible to try and use everything anyway. I mean, I have a lot of things on my shelf, and it's like, well, you're not supposed to use this with this, so I can't use it every day anyway. And,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I won't until I actually read the directions, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I won't do that anymore. But no, I mean, we have a lot of products.
Mhm.
I can't see someone ever being able to use everything.
But they might come to
At the
the
same
appointment. No, I agree completely. But they might come to the appointment and be like, she expects me to buy all this stuff. And when they do, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm the consultant, so I'm going to tell her, I'm going to help you decide what the right thing is for you. That's why you have a consultant. The people who have combination to oily skin, do they need all the oil control products that we have? No, right? They do not. They do not need every oil control product. They need to start with, my humble opinion, cleanser and moisturizer made for oily skin. Okay. And then use it for a couple weeks. See, and I'll tell them, take it home. And, if you decide to take this set home, boom, I'll show it to them. Here's all the 4 pieces. Okay. You use this for a couple of weeks. If you still have oily skin, let me know. I'm going to check in on you. And if by chance I don't, because, sometimes I forget and they'll laugh, then you let me know. And then if you need some more oil control, I've got all sorts of things I can sell you, but you probably don't need them. What did I just tell her?
That you're going to take care of her.
I'm going to take care of her.
Mhm.
I'm not going to sell you anything you don't need. I'm not here to try to take all your money. I want you to get what you need. Okay. Hang on, my brain went away for a second. The mixing of brands is something that I think is important to tell people. If they say, well, I'm going to keep using my moisturizer, but I'll take your cleanser, I'll reiterate to them, I will sell you what you want. However, remember, if you want the results that you have today, then you're going to want to take both or finish up that moisturizer. And then, when do you think you'll be done with it? I'll make a note in my date book and call her when she thinks she'll be about done with it, so I can bring her the moisturizer and ask for her permission for that. And then when you actually do it, they go, right?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Like, is she being serious? I don't know. Ask me questions before I go on. Anything? Any comments? Your experiences?
No.
So when you're joining these virtual events that are done for you, they're not doing the connecting part because they're dealing with 300 people all over the country. Okay. Your job is to connect. Your job is to be on there with her so that while she's washing her face, you can also text her and be like, that's the product I really like, stuff like that, to make sure that as soon as it's done, that you pick up the phone and call her or text her so that you can immediately get some interaction going. Okay. Mm-hmm. The closing, I have a lot of questions. I'm gonna wait for Debbie though, because I don't know if she can hear me. The chair just moved all by itself. Her chair. Thing again. Look at that. Not even funny. Who is doing that? Do you see?
Maybe a kitty. Maybe she has a doggy or a kitty.
Debbie, come back. Okay, so the closing. I know, right? So there's 2 closings, right? What's the first closing? Who knows?
Well, if you've got a table close, we used to do a table close, and then we would take them individually and close them.
Into the other room, right?
Right. So you'd show the roll-up bag and you'd give out the information about the roll-up bag and the different sets, the cost, and then you would take them in the other room and ask them how their face felt, and and then ask them if they could, if money was no object, what would you buy? And they'd be like, oh, I buy it all. Okay, so what would you like to purchase today? And so then they'll tell you.
Perfect. Donna just did it all right there. So when you're virtual, you're still going to show the roll-up bag.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you're plugged into one of these nationals, they're probably not showing a roll-up bag. They're probably not even showing a deal. They're just showing product. Your job is to pick up the phone and call them immediately after and say, so if money was no object, Regina, what would you like to take home? And then you can either do it the way Donna did, where you say, I know, what, and then what can you take home? Or you can say, is that where you'd like to start? That's another way to do it,
Mhm.
depending on how sassy you are.
Mhm.
Okay. Um,
No.
if you're not sure where there's a closing sheet, we've got our link tree, and it has closing sheets on there, so you can just print those off. But okay, so closing virtually, when you're after you've shown the roll-up bag, if I only have one person, okay, if I'm doing a facial, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the whole entire process with her virtually right there, face to face, over the computer, and all the questions Donna went through. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. And I'm going to take her credit card number over the computer, or I will send her a link through ProPay. So if she doesn't want to do it over the computer, but I'm going to finish it right there. Okay. Mary Kay always said that the excitement happens the closest to the product. So when you're doing that individual close, if there's two people, I'm going to decide. So who's more excited, Donna or Regina, for example? And if I'm like, well, Regina's the more excited one, so I, as the consultant, I'm going to call Regina first, and I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to say Regina's the more excited one. So Donna, I'll call you later. I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to say, hey, Regina, I'm going to call you right now. Donna, I'll call you about 5 to 10 minutes later. Okay.
Mhm. Yes.
And have it in your brain, I'm going to do this right now, because the closer to the product that they are, the more excited they are, the more they're going to spend. Now, there are exceptions. We did Debbie's launch party. It went longer, and she had a ton of people on there. So, I mean, it took her a couple of days to get the closing, but these were all people that are close to her. When you're working with people that you don't really know, you've got to like close it down right now. So even if the thing is over at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, if I'm going to call Regina for 5 minutes, Regina, did you have fun tonight? How does your face feel, girl? How does your face feel? So soft. So tell me, if money was no object, what would you want to take home tonight? Shut your mouth, don't say a word. And she's like, everything, right? So I'm going to write down on my note paper or on her envelope or whatever I'm using, Regina wants everything. So Regina, is that where you want to start? Okay, then what can you take home tonight? Shut your mouth. And then she's going to tell you, you're muted, right? So, so then she's going to tell you what she wants.
The
And then,
cleanser and the moisturizer.
okay, perfect, perfect. Hey, I know you seemed pretty excited. Cleanser, moisturizer. I know you seemed pretty excited about that eye makeup remover when she did the demo. Did you want to add that too?
I would love to add that.
Okay, add that too. Is there anything else?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. If she said, yeah, let me throw in an eyeliner, then I'd say, is there anything else? And I'm going to keep asking, is there anything else? Until she's done. Okay. And then I'm going to give her a total. How do you want to take care of that?
Card.
Okay. Beautiful. And then I'm going to take her card, and then I'm going to ask her for her referral sheet. Okay. Because they do their referrals during the appointment on a piece of paper. Hey, I didn't get your referrals yet. Could you please text them over right now while we're on the phone? Could you do that? Not when we hang up. Could you do it right now?
Sure
Okay.
thing.
All right, cool. And hey, we talked about second appointment several times. When would you like to get together and do a second appointment? And that's something else I'm going to get back to. But and I'm going to book it right then. Okay. Not let's talk about it later. Because later never happens unless it's your mama. Right? So Regina, do you have any questions for me? And then she's going to say yes, no. I'm going to answer her questions. Okay, bye, peace out. And I'm going to call Donna. My booty didn't even leave the chair yet. Okay, I'm going to call Donna, and then I'm going to do the same exact thing with Donna. Okay, 5 to not more than 10 minutes. If you're on the phone, blah, 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 what's going to happen?
It's gonna go all bad.
Nothing.
Yeah.
She has to leave because she has to put the kids to bed or whatever.
Mhm.
You
See,
know,
that's what happened to me. That I right after my launch, I had like 4 people text me all of a sudden saying, "Can I get back to you? I have to go cook dinner and blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. And if I start talking with Donna for 20, 30 minutes, and let's say Janelle was on also, and I told Regina I'm gonna call her, then I'm 5 to 10 minutes later, I'm gonna call Donna, and then 5 to 10 minutes later, I'm gonna call Janelle, and then I'm talking to Donna for this long, then Janelle's over here like, I guess she didn't want my order, right?
uh-huh.
And you may or may not get her. Okay. So honest to goodness, that's how I close. It's like I
That's
just get it done.
Thank you. Thank you for
Just-
that, because see, that was my problem. After I asked the question, then I didn't close my mouth. That's
Yeah,
what
they say that when you say so, is that where you want to get started? Okay, what can you take home? If you don't close your mouth, she's gonna buy less.
Mhm.
Now, if she's hawing around, I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask her, what are you not sure about? Ask her questions. What is it that, talk to me, let me help you. Okay. I can't help you if you don't share. Okay. Right. But try to get that info and without just saying, well, why don't you just start with the cleanser and moisturizer? Okay. Get her to tell you. Maybe she's really thinking, well, I could probably get that queen bag, but I think I'll start with the princess bag. And you're thinking, well, I don't think she can afford anything, so I'm going to suggest a cleanser to her. For whatever reason, you have something in your mind, you know? That makes sense. We all do it. We all do it. Does it has okay, tell me something y'all got from this.
a lot.
Just a refresher. Refresher, like, oh, I do that, but oh, I forget to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
Because when you do it all the time, it just comes natural. Like when I used to do parties 3 times a week, it would just come natural,
Yes.
you know? But after you don't do them all the time, you're like, oh my God, I forgot to do this or I forgot to do that, you know?
And you
And
know what?
I
Go ahead.
think that just what you said on the close, just those few questions that you said, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to have that script right there in front of you when you're on the phone talking to them.
Mhm.
So that's all you say.
That's
'Cause
Did you
I
have fun
know
tonight? How
that.
does your face feel? If money was no object, what would you take home? I know money usually is an issue. I know it was for me before I had my Mary Kay business. So tell me, what can you take home? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
Yes,
So
that's just so good. That's just so good. I mean, seriously.
And if you're doing a virtual, you can have little cards. You know, I used to have little flip cards, little cards. Because when I did the flip chart, it seemed like it took forever. But I'd have like little
note
cards
cards.
that I just have like a little outline so I wouldn't get off. You know, you can get talking and doing this, and pretty soon you're off your, what you should be doing. So you got to bring it back. So I would have an outline so that I would remember to do everything.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I was just kind of ramping up and learning how, at the end of the appointment, I would get on the phone with my director, hint, and she would ask me what went well, what did I feel like I needed to work on, and I would remember some of those things that I didn't do. And then I would do just like Donna just said. I'd have a note card. I would write a note card, and I would to this day, if I do an in-person appointment, I have a stack of papers, a few things, like their sales ticket and a book and whatever. And I'd have a note card with the things that I keep forgetting. Okay. Just to say, don't forget to do referrals. Okay. Don't forget to do this. Okay. And it helps. It does it. Okay.
Mm.
What else?
Yeah, the referral sheet seemed to be a problem for me. It's like, they kept having excuses like, well, I don't think these numbers are right, or I don't have all these friends on my phone. Can I get back to you? That was always the issue. It was almost with everybody. It took me forever to get some of the referral sheets back. So,
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, so what can you do about that?
you know what? I know some of them I just said, whatever you have on there, I'll take tonight. That's what I said.
Or whose name can you substitute?
Mhm.
Yeah, who else do you know? And who else do you know? Who do you go to church with? Who do you work with? Well, maybe there's another person you work with. Okay. Any other thoughts or questions, comments? Okay, so it's the last week of the month and of the seminar year. Okay, hello. If you don't have this bracelet yet, okay, wait. We'll just have, oh, Debbie went off camera. Like,
No, I'm here. I had to switch to my
Switch.
phone because my computer just died.
it's all good. So if you have not earned this bracelet yet, you guys,
Ooh,
this
pretty.
bracelet, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. You got to earn this bracelet. Okay. And I know there's going to be a new challenge coming up in its place for starting in July. I don't know anything other than it's new, different. That's all I know. But Janice and Lily have both said, oh my gosh, wait till you see, wait till you see. Oh my gosh. So, okay, it's going to be good. But here's the deal. We want to, if you wait until it's July to try to get in motion, then you won't have anything happening until August. So we've got a week in this month. I'm going to double dog dare you, okay, to at least get one booking this week. Okay. I don't mean to hold this week. If it holds this week, that's fantastic. But get yourself a booking so that this stuff, because this stuff is fresh in your mind now. Fresher. Okay. Get yourself a booking. You know what you can do? You can call a friend and say, I haven't done a Mary Kay appointment in so long. I just need to borrow your face. Please, pretty please, let me borrow your face. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna give you I'll give you another little hint too. Next week, I'm gonna introduce a different kind of party to you, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do with some of my friends. Girl, you're my test tube baby, and you've got to like help me be my guinea pig. We be my guinea pig so I can learn how to do this new party. Okay. So that's what you do. You just reach out and say, would you just be my guinea pig? Let me relearn this on you. Okay. Or could you just join one of these? Here's Mandy. Can you join one of these virtual appointments that we have? Okay.
Oh, yeah. That is Lily this week, isn't it?
I believe it is Lily. You know exactly what I know.
Okay. That's all right. Whoever it is, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be great. Yes. So I'm double dog daring you to get one appointment booked. If it's a facial, if it's a skincare class, if it's virtual, if it's in person, if you're doing it, if a national's doing it, I don't care. Just book something. Okay. And then I'm going to double dog dare you to invite 10 people into, hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Lord have mercy. I'm going to double dog dare you to invite 10 people into this group, the Look Studio. Okay. Double dog daring you. Invite 10 people. Okay. And if you're not in here, then let me know and I'll send you another invitation. Okay. But I'm going to be going live every week in this group and to do selling for you. So it will only benefit you to have people in there. Okay.
Okay.
And these are your challenges, and that's the whole meeting. Aren't you excited? We're done.
Oh, my goodness.
So are we taking a break to go to the next one?
Yeah, and there went my phone. No, I really started thinking that it's probably an overwhelm of information to do an hour of training and then another hour of training. So this second part of the meeting was just your double dog dare. Okay. So what you can do with this next hour is, get some people into the group and you can book yourself an appointment. What do you think?
That's a good idea.
I know, right? Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I love you guys.
Love you
Uh,
too.
set up your July now by getting some things on your books. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Love you.
Bye.